be. There's not a cloud in the sky, perfect day to be outdoors and going to do something aviation related, which is something I thoroughly enjoy. So let's go take a look. Well, hello everyone. We're here at the Brisbane Airport Aviation Expo. This is going to be a fantastic day and I absolutely cannot wait. Now, isn't that actually pretty freaking cool? Let's go and check it out. So I'm just walking at the moment trying to find how to actually get into this place. Looks like where we had to park, which was not very disability friendly to say the least. Very long grass. There's no disabled spots or anything around here. Oh, here we go. Hold on, what's this? We have a sealed path. The first on this journey so far. I've already walked probably about 50 metres to get to this point, and I'm just following the crowd. Everyone seemed to walk this way, so that's what I'm doing too. See how it goes. Okay, so that footpath that I was just following has led me to a DHL car park with a whole bunch of DHL trucks. It's clearly not here. Okay, so the time-lapse video I was going to do of us walking got interrupted, but for good reason. I bumped into someone else who was actually quite lost, and we both ended up at the DHL cargo area. We finally found someone in a fluoro vest that had a Jetstar thing on, so the two of us joined the Lost Club, as we called it, and asked them where the hell we were going. Turns out we've got about a kilometre walk in the other direction, so yeah, I'm not time-lapsing a kilometre walk, because in this heat, that could take me a while. Alright, I will get back in touch when we actually get to destination. Cheers. Okay, so I'm still walking, but I can now begin to hear noise and I see a lot more people. So, oh, and I actually smell food as well. Oh, hello. We have food van. We have more people. And we have what I think up here is probably even more, or perhaps the entry. So, let's go and check it out. Now we're into a lot of people. Oh, and look what I see. I see an entrance door. Alrighty, let's go and do this. Let's check it out. Okay, so I'm in the cabin crew area where you can actually partake. I just found out, I was just talking to a lady off camera. You can actually partake in a rescue of an evacuation of a passenger aircraft. So when they do that demonstration, I might come back and I might witness that, or might even be a part of it. You can see over there they've got all their little life rafts, and they just had someone come past on some carry bag thing, so I don't know what that's all about. It is all roped off, so it might just be a show, but we'll wait and see. I will keep you posted. Okay, so I just got to the front of everything. That over there is a deployment slide that they have in the aircraft. When you evacuate, they're stored actually in the doors, which is pretty cool. And I found out too, managed to find out, that this is actually a pool that they actually train all the flight attendants in. They fill it all up, and that's where they do their evacuation and rescue life raft training, and you can see the life rafts there as well. So it's pretty cool. And they've got a little ride here for kids as well. Okay, so I was in the wrong area. They were just mock-ups in that other area, but I have literally just found a simulated area where they simulate your training on airline seats, and the official wide-body aircraft trainer, which if you go in there, that is where they train. So I'm going to try and see for this channel if I can get in there and get some footage of it.
Sadly, that didn't happen. I did the best that I could, but with the crowd of people that were around, it just wasn't feasible. So I'm sorry to say we didn't get to do the cabin crew evacuation, which I would have really enjoyed, but it just wasn't meant to be this year. Oh well, bucket list item for 2020.
Now this is an expo predominantly for your Year 12 leavers at the end of the year, and I'm just in the university area. You can see all the university based businesses here trying to promote their products and trying to encourage you to join them, appealing mostly to your Year 12 students at the end of the year. So there's a lot of young people here, which is a great thing to see. We need a lot of people in aviation, so it's fantastic to see a lot of people here and a lot of people interested in the industry. It's positive and refreshing to see it's going to have a positive future. Okay, so just a quick update. It was a little bit bedlam in there, to tell you the truth. There are a lot of people and everyone's lining up for this cabin crew experience where they actually do demonstrate what happens in an evacuation. Now I went there, got to the front of the line to go on to the simulator to actually see what happens, and they actually didn't have any more seats left. So they're running a training drill in there at the moment, and then it's going to be about 15-20 minutes before they do another one. It's on my way out of here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head up to the other display first, and then I'll come back to this one, I think, because it's already on my way out, but I'm just going to walk the furthest and then I've just got to work my way back. So I'll keep you posted. I'm now off to the pilots and flight crew hangar, I believe. I don't really know, I'm just following the crowd. We'll see what happens when I get there. Okay, so this is the Aviation and Pilots Exhibitor Hall. As you can see, it is very, very busy. I'm just working my way slowly through the crowd, trying to make sure I don't walk into anyone. But there are a lot of people here. As you can see, Bassair's here. They've got a couple of schools, aerospace giveaways, gateways, sorry, and a few other things. So it'll be interesting to see what we can find. I'm in another hall now. Looks like there's all military and a few other things around here as well. So looks like this is predominantly Air Force, but I do see red and blue flashing lights. I'm just wondering if that's military police over here. So I'm going to wander over and find out. Here's an aircraft, that bigger one that I showed you. Not sure what it is. And interestingly, if you have a look, it's actually internationally registered P2, and I'm not sure what country that is. So if anyone knows what that country is without me running it through Google, please throw it in the comments below. Oh, there we go. They've actually converted it, now that I have a look, they've actually converted it to an Australian registration, X-Ray November Golf. There you go. So there you go. I will run that through the database and see what we get. Looks like Cass is over here as well. So I'm going to pop over and I'm going to say hello. So there you have it. There was the inside of what I can see, the two hangars. I'm yet to go back for the cabin crew experience, but I think that's pretty much it. There's a area you'll see just behind me for Defence Force recruiting. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I actually didn't see anyone here so far that I know. But I'm going to keep walking around. They might have gone and left it in the hands of someone else. But I did see a couple of flying schools that I know for a fact utilise Sling aircraft, which is the aircraft I now fly on. So who knows? Who knows?
In this area, there really wasn't a lot to pass commentary on. It was predominantly flying schools and other flying institutions displaying their products, promoting to younger aviators what can be done and the pathways into aviation via the education channels. So there really wasn't too much that I could actually pass comment on, which is why in the video I didn't even provide a running commentary. To be quite honest with you, in that particular room it was very, very noisy, and when I actually did try and do some commentary on playback, I realised you couldn't actually hear me very well at all. So that's why I'm putting this as a bit of a voiceover in now. But it gives you an idea of how many people were there, gives you an idea of the size inside the place, and just overall how it was laid out, which was overall very, very good if you ask me, and very, very professionally done. They probably could have had a few more people in fluoro shirts running around trying to see if anyone needed assistance, but I also understand that they were probably tied up with security and other duties as well. But overall, fantastic to see the inside of the Commercial Aviation Hall at the Expo today.
That's a lot of strain on the fuselage. And so one takeoff and one landing, that's one cycle.
Okay, so that was really, really interesting. I just went back in there and went over to the CASA stall and was actually, now that it was a little bit quieter in that area, I actually had a chat with someone. Anyway, the gentleman Ian that I spoke to, turns out he's going to be the one running a seminar that I'm going to down at my local airfield at Jacobs Well in about a month's time. So yeah, no, it was really nice. They're a really nice bunch of CASA people, and it's good to see that they're out here, and it's good to see that they're part of promoting aviation safety as well, to even the general public. You know, I think as a passenger, it's reassuring to know that there is a government body out there who does oversee everything that goes on in the airlines, and it's not just left up to airline CEOs or chief flying instructors of flying schools. It's really positive to actually see the government body behind all of that is responsible for the oversight, the regulations, the policies and the procedures. So there you go. I met the person who's going to be giving a seminar to myself and other members of my flying club in about a month's time, so really looking forward to it. Yeah, it's an awesome day, and as you can see, it's pretty bloody good weather too. So it's very, very easy, this place, to get distracted. You start doing one thing and it starts off and ends up being another thing altogether. So I'm just walking slowly back to the car. I've got to tell you though, there are a lot of people here, which is absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely terrific. So yeah, it's been a good day. The weather's holding out really nicely, which is good. Few clouds over on the horizon now, but nothing I think that'll dampen anyone's day. And it's really, as I said earlier, fantastic to see a lot of the younger people here as well, getting into aviation, getting excited about aviation. And to be quite honest, I think we have a very, very bright future in terms of airlines. And even, I've got to tell you, there was a lot of stuff on unmanned aerial vehicles as well. So, you know, things like your Uber Air and, you know, your cargo, like I think Amazon do that now as well, delivery by drone. I think there's a genuinely favourable prospect for that down the track as well, and I don't think that's far off as well, that things will be unmanned. But you know, aviation as an industry is very, very healthy, and is alive and well in Australia, that's for damn sure. Can't remember where I parked my car. Hopefully it's up here somewhere. Let's hope. I know that we're in the right area because I remember seeing that Qantas plane when I parked, and I remember using that as a reference, but stroke me dead, I can't find my car. Oh well, the search continues. Found the car. I gotta tell you, it is absolutely packed here. Absolutely packed. Now the only thing I haven't done yet, which I'm going to try and do, is to if I have a look in the background, it looks like there's a hell of a lot of people around that Qantas aircraft. So I'm going to walk over. There's a building just over there, and I've got to tell you, I think that's where people are going in to have a look at this aircraft. So I'm going to have a look and we'll see what we find. But I've got to tell you, I've got to stop and I've got to have a drink. I'm exhausted. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, we have a cushion in the back of our car for situations like this. Oh, poop. I forgot my water, it's still in the car. There, now we're sorted. Hello folks, now I've got my water. I've got a nice shady area near the car. We're good to go. I was dehydrated. I have to say, and I have to confess now, I didn't get back to the cabin crew demonstration building. Seriously, the amount of people that are here, which is fantastic I might add, absolutely fantastic that there are so many people here. But I gotta be honest with you, it's 29 degrees according to the phone. And seriously, I'm hot, I'm bothered, and I'm a little bit tired. It's quarter to 2 in the afternoon now. I've been here for about 3 hours, and yet we're still to head over to the aircraft displays in that other building. So I'm going to go for a wander, now that I've had a chance to sit in the shade, camp out under the boot of my car, and now we're going to head over and we're going to see what's in that other building. So for those that were anticipating something about a crew demonstration and things like that, I do apologise. We didn't get there. I just didn't go back. All right. Looked very good, but seriously, the line was about 2 miles long, and you know I was going to stand there waiting and waiting and waiting. There was issues. There was communication issues between the people that were running it and the people that were giving away tickets. They ran out of physical paper tickets. There were a whole bunch of issues, and look, seriously, I didn't want to sit around only to get turned away. So, yeah, look, if there's any criticism I can give of today, it was that. The lack of communication between the crew members that were running this demonstration and the people of the tickets. I mean, they said to me, go to the Aviation Australia booth to get your tickets. Well, there were 3. And it was, of course, the third one I went to that finally had the tickets. So no one was communicating with anyone at that particular display. And, yeah, it was a little bit disappointing and a little bit off-putting. So, yeah, just anyone who had that frustration or anyone else who experienced that in the hangar for the cabin crew, please pop a comment below, because that was very much a disappointment. It would have been great to see. I think, you know, as a passenger on an airliner, we could have learned a lot. But there you go. When the line's a mile long and they don't exactly have the whole ticketing situation sorted, it's to be expected that people aren't going to stick around. Oh well, these things happen. Oh yeah, I better grab the camera too. Hey, that might be a good idea. I just had a look on Facebook. Looks like the flying club I fly out of have flown their aircraft in here. Now I know what aircraft I'm looking for. It's going to hopefully be easy to find them. And from what I can see on the photo, looks like they might be in the area that I am now, where this Qantas aircraft is. So it looks like they are definitely feeding people through that building over there. So we'll go and check it out. Okay, so I've just walked back up to that area that I was at before when I first got here and said, oh yeah, it's just a cargo area. Turns out that it's not exactly just a cargo area, and it looks like people are coming from this way. So my logic is there's probably an entrance to the airfield up here, because if people are coming from here, they've obviously walked to here. So I'm just going to continue walking for another minute or so, and we'll see what we find. Okay, so I'm walking up now, as you can see, along a very entertaining airport boundary fence. There are aeroplanes the other side of it, up there in the distance. I can see it, but you won't see it probably on camera. And I've just spoken to someone who's been responsible for the event, who said we're definitely heading in the right direction, even though there is actually no signs. Now, that is about the 5th siren that I've heard in the last 2 minutes. So something major's going on. Don't know what, but whoever's involved, hope they're okay. Now, for anyone wanting to do this maybe next year or in future years, the access is not disability friendly. So, just be aware of that. You'll either need oversized things. Oh, there's a 6th siren I've heard. So just be aware of that if you are coming out and you do have a few disabilities. That the access around the entire complex, you'll get around inside the Exhibition hall's okay on the bottom floor, but again there's stairs, but there's got to be a lift somewhere for those buildings. I'm pretty sure that's law these days. But walking back and getting airside with all these other aeroplanes that are here, yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. Alright, we'll see you when I get there. And here we are. I've made it into the airstrip. So I've got my little program in my hand. There's helicopters doing some flyovers. And I'm now just walking in the direction of that Qantas plane in the distance. There goes a helicopter. Looks like Polair, but I'm not 100% certain. Alright, let's go and see what I can find. Okay, now we're actually in the thick of it. There are aeroplanes outside as far as the eye can see. And there's also people as far as the eye can see. I gotta tell you, it's a little bit windy. I'd hate to know what my hair looks like right now. I really need to go and actually get a haircut. Yeah, no, that's definitely gonna have to be a job sometime before I go back to work, that's for sure. No, absolutely awesome. Oh yeah, I can see my flying school over in the distance there. I will go over to them very shortly and say hello. But first I want to check this big boy out. Okay, so I was going to go and have a look at that military aircraft, but there's the line. You can see that behind me. And I got to tell you, it's not moving anytime soon. So I think we're going to leave that for now. I think I'm going to come back to it and I'm going to make a beeline for the aircraft on the furthest side. I'm going to do what I did with the indoor display. I'm going to go to aircraft on the furthest side to start with, and then I'm going to work my way back out to the exit to then walk back to the car. I think that's going to be the best way to do this. Alright, I will keep you posted and I'll let you know when I get to my next exhibit. So that helicopter that I've been hearing all day is based right here. They're doing helicopter joy flights, and it looks like they're just flying around the perimeter of the aerodrome and then returning by the look of it. Here's the display from another angle. There's all the aircraft in the distance as well. Now making a beeline for Qantas and the firefighting services. I gotta tell you, this is pretty bloody epic. I wish I'd come here first. Just quietly. Man, do they carry a lot of equipment, these fire trucks. Holy crap. You don't realise how much stuff they actually carry. Now, for those that don't know, I do apologise, it's very, very noisy, but for those that don't know, Qantas actually name all of the aircraft that they have in their fleet, and this one here, it looks like it's an Airbus from what I can see. This one here is named Emily Haim. I'm not even going to, and I do apologise, not even going to try and pronounce that name, the surname. But it's fantastic, and it's nice to see also that the aircraft is in a very nice different coloured livery as well. So absolutely fantastic. Now this, I think it's either an A330 or an A320. It is part of the Airbus family. Maybe I can go down the back, get the registration and do a check a bit later on. But you don't realise until you're standing underneath one of these things how big they are. Holy crap. There we go. There's the registration of the aircraft up there. So that's what I can run through to see exactly the type of aircraft we're dealing with. I'm pretty sure it's a 330-300, but I'd have to double check. And there's the name again of the person that's named after Emily. Valaringi, if I read that correctly. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not going to talk too much because I don't know if you can hear me over the APU that's still making a hell of a lot of noise. Okay, so I had intentions of going up into that aircraft that I've just shown the video of, but this, all the way around here, all the way around the back of that aircraft is a line to get into it. So you can see they're letting people up in dribs and drabs, and rightfully so, because they're letting people up the front as well. But yeah, no, I'm not standing in a line that long just to go and have a look inside an aircraft that I've already seen a few times anyway. Now I've walked away from that really noisy area of the airport. Oh yeah, there goes another plane now in the background. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm now around the little toys, the private aircraft, the recreational aircraft. So yeah, now I'm back to aircraft that are fun. Oh, here you go, here's a light sport, and it's got recreational aviation registration. There you go. So RAA have flown in here today. How good's that? Hey Steph, look what I found, buddy. Look what I found. One of your favourite all-time aircraft. This is the SR20. I've actually never seen inside one, so I'm actually going to have a look if I can. But no, they look like a very nice aircraft up close. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go, Stefan. One of your old aircraft that you used to fly, buddy. The SR20. Now you've upgraded. You've gone to the SR22. Nice aircraft. Lima Whiskey Victor. Beautiful aircraft, I have to say. And they're, I mean, a bit higher than what I actually thought, but no, they're actually, they look well put together. They look very clean and very professionally done. Don't understand how the exit door opens and closes, but there you go, it does, obviously. I've never understood that even on your videos. And I love the baggage compartment too. That is awesome. Well, there you go, Steph. I've now seen an SR20. Leaving the air show now, but that is legit the coolest rego I've ever seen. VHB&E, and ironically, there at Brisbane Airport, that is absolutely gold. Well, it's the end of another day, or end of what has been a fantastic day up here at Brisbane Airport. The exhibitors are all closing down now. Security have just ushered the final stragglers, myself and I'd say about 40 others, out of the grounds. So we're just beginning to wander back, and once I get out of airside, then it'll be the walk back to the car. And I've got to tell you, my legs are absolutely killing me. It's been a bloody awesome day, but I'm bloody shattered, and that's putting it very politely. All these guys, the guys that I fly with, they're all flying out. Their slot time's about 4:30 was the latest, and then they're going back down to the Gold Coast. So wish them obviously all a very safe trip back, and it'll be good to catch up with them in the next week or so. So really looking forward to it. Been an awesome day. Alright, well, there's the magic airside line. Just crossed it, and I'm just walking back out to the side of the road, and I will be heading back to the car and heading back home. So I'll touch base shortly and let you know how we go. Bye. So I've just pulled up at a local service centre because I am dying for a drink, and I am dying to go to the toilet, and I'm also dying for food. Fantastic day out at the air show today, seeing all the aircraft, seeing all the exhibitors, seeing all the displays. Seriously, for anyone that is either in the Brisbane area or plans to travel to the Brisbane area around this time next year, I'm not too sure of the dates of when it'll be on next year, do yourself a favour, make the effort and go out and see it. I mean, it's only going to get bigger and better every year. Now look, I'm no numbers person, I would have no idea, but I'm going to guess that they probably had about 20,000 people walk through the doors throughout the course of the day today. I got there about 11 o'clock today, so I certainly arrived at the busiest part of the day, but you could definitely tell that by the time it all kicked off around, you know, 10 o'clock there would have been a lot of people there because everyone was well and truly established. There were a lot of cars that were already parked as I arrived, and it's going to be quite good. Now, for those that watch local news, I do believe that there is going to be a feature on one of the local news channels in Brisbane. Not too sure what channel, who, what, how, but I did definitely see a number of signs around saying that they were doing filming for today. So keep your eye out on your local TV, and who knows, you might even see yourself on there. So awesome day. Thanks massively to the organisers who were involved, and I'll definitely be back next year. Everyone stay happy and stay healthy, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.